Welcome to the fellowship. So I guess you've seen the thumb title. And the reason we chose that title is because we met up over, well, between Christmas and New Year, the founding members of the fellowship. And we got chatting in a pub, bite to eat, and a couple of drinks. And we sort of came to the conclusion that maybe rape, and that's whether it's individual rape or gang rape, maybe it's really not that bad. Now I know what you're thinking. What a terrible thing to say. What an awful thing to say. And we agree with you. It is. But the logic behind that rather provocative statement was the fact that tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, some even say up to 1 million young British white girls have been raped, trafficked across the country, gang raped for the last 40 plus years by Asian grooming gangs. Sorry, I'm not going to use that phrase. Not so much the Asian, but the word grooming gangs, because they aren't grooming gangs. They're rape gangs. And they're not Asian, are they? They're not Japanese people doing it. I remember when Savid Javid mentioned, and he was the Home Secretary for the last Conservative government, and he said that he was going to have an inquiry into it all, and no stone was going to be left unturned, and nothing was going to be pushed aside for political correctness and everything else. Well, there was suddenly a cabinet reshuffle. He was no longer the Home Secretary, and guess what? It was all just pushed aside, just buried. Shh, don't talk about it. So the government clearly doesn't think that rape is that bad. And I don't just mean this government or the previous government. I'm talking about any of the governments, any of the uniparty parties. The police obviously don't think it's that bad, or they would stop it. The local authorities clearly don't think it's that bad. The people who run the care homes where the girls go missing of a weekend obviously don't think it's that bad. Because it's still happening. It's still happening every day, every week. In fact, whilst you're watching this video, it's probably happening now. Just think about that for a second. If you've got a daughter, got a granddaughter, just think about her. Think about happening to her. Just for a second. So if you're a man, if you're a British man, an Englishman, Scotsman, Welshman, an Irishman from Northern Ireland, if you are part of the UK or any civilised part of the world, why aren't you angry? You should be angry. There's something wrong with you if you're not angry. So to pose the question again, is rape really that bad? Well, for us it is. It's really awful. But for those who run our country and those who have influences in our country, I guess it isn't. Thank you for your time today, and thank you for listening.